It is a cold and quiet start to what will be another beautiful day, but of course all eyes are on our cold front come Friday that could bring us severe weather. I'll bring you through it coming up.
As long as I have been over here, I haven't had no problems with that type of violence.
A shooting death in Baldwin County shocks one woman who lived right down the street from the victim. What the sheriff's office wants you to do as they continue to look for who is responsible.
Plus, Bibb County leaders hope an increase in funding leads to a decrease in crime. The money commissioners approved in the initiative it will go towards.
Leading up to it, I'm nervous, but overall I'm very proud, very humble, filled with gratitude.
Georgia's Superintendent of the Year could soon be the nation's Superintendent of the Year. I sat down with Baldwin County's Norris Price to talk about her love for education and that award that can possibly be coming her way. Hear why she says this isn't just your average recognition.
Well, good morning. Happy Wednesday. We are halfway through the work week and you are looking live over a beautiful start to the day in downtown Macon. Time is 6:30 on this February 16th. I'm Caitlin Heck.
And I'm Wanya Reeves. Caitlin, we were talking about it a little bit earlier this morning when we walked out the door. It was definitely a little warmer than yesterday, but nonetheless, you still need that jacket.
Oh, yeah. It's sad when like mid-30s and low 40s is warmer, Courtney.
That's right. I say it's just all relative. We've had a pretty cold stretch of weather, so yes, 38 is probably going to feel pretty nice to you this morning after starting in the upper 20s and low 30s yesterday. Still, yes, you'll need to bundle up. Don't get me wrong. It's not warm enough to walk out without your jacket. 41 in Warner Robins. We're at 47 in Unadilla. So for some of you who could tolerate the cold pretty well, you might just need a long sleeve down in Unadilla. 42 in Gordon and 42 in Dublin. Through the day today, another beautiful one. We'll see mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. Do expect clouds to increase more so as we head into the evening hours. Nonetheless, it's going to be a warm day with temperatures generally in the low 70s. So very spring-like today. Now as we head into tomorrow, specifically late tomorrow night, closer to midnight, and then through the overnight hours, you can see I have the timing here between 1 and 5 a.m. on Friday. We'll be watching for maybe a stray strong to severe storm, all of central Georgia and that level 1 of 5 threat. I'm going to time everything out hour by hour, take you through the potential threats. That's all in my full forecast in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Courtney. Right now, the Baldwin County Sheriff's Office continues to investigate the shooting death of a 30-year-old woman.
It happened early yesterday morning near Highway 112. Baldwin deputies found 30-year-old Latoria Waller shot at a home on Town Street. She later died at a local hospital. The Sheriff's Office is looking into the case with the help of the GBI and Bibb County search dogs.
They have also interviewed witnesses and have one person in custody. That person is not charged right now. Vivian Mosley has lived in that neighborhood for about 25 years and says she hasn't seen this type of violence there.
I just hope that our sheriff department, I'm sure they will get to the bottom of it and they won't do whatever they need to do for the one that did it.
Now, if you have any information on this case, deputies want you to call them.
And that phone number is 478-445-4893. Again, 478-445-4893. Now to an update on the case of Fort Valley State University student that we have been following for about 2 years now. Back in February of 2020, student Anitra Gunn disappeared. Investigators later found her dead. Now her accused killer will stand trial. The Peach County Superior Court Clerk's office says the trial is set to begin March 7th. Investigators charged Gunn's boyfriend, DeMarcus Little, with murder and criminal damage to property. The trial has been on hold because of the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Let's take a closer look at 3 other headlines you need to know right now. One woman is dead after a car hit her near the intersection of Houston Road and Broadway in Macon. It happened just before 7 last night. The sheriff's office says that is as the woman walked across Houston Road, a car driven by a 60-year-old woman hit her. Right now, we don't know the name of the victim, but Coroner Leon Jones says she was 57 years old.
Right now, Bibb County deputies are looking for the man who robbed a cell phone store in West Macon. The sheriff's office says it happened just before 6 last night at the Boost Mobile on Mercer University Drive. They say a man with a gun walked into the store, demanded money from the clerk, and ran away after getting some cash. Now, no one was hurt. Now, this is the man deputies believe is the robber. I want you to take a close look at your screen. If you have any information, you can call the Macon Regional Crime Stoppers. That number, it's 1-877-68-CRIME. That number again for you, it's 1-877-68-CRIME. Time is 6:35. Bibb County will use nearly $2 million to cut down on crime. Last night, commissioners approved the money for the Macon Violence Prevention Initiative. The new funding will go towards violence interruption services like youth programs. Commissioners also approved over $400,000 in spending for landscaping along highway exit ramps and more than $130,000 for rebuilding Macon. That nonprofit works with elderly and low-income homeowners on home repair projects. Let's get you to the latest on the federal hate crimes trial for the 3 men convicted of murdering Ahmaud Arbery.
This morning, jurors are set to return to the federal courthouse in Brunswick to hear more witness testimony. The second trial in Arbery's killing officially started on Monday with opening statements. Yesterday, neighbors of the 3 men on trial testified about the shock they felt when gunshots rang out in their neighborhood in February of 2020. One man told the jury that he heard the shots from inside his house and looked out to see Arbery lying in the street just feet from his driveway. He says he and his family moved out of the Satilla Shores subdivision months later. Father and son Gregory and Travis McMichael, along with William Roddy Bryan, are accused of chasing and killing Arbery because he was black. They have pleaded not guilty.
The state will observe next Wednesday as Ahmaud Arbery Day. It comes after a resolution passed in the State House earlier this month. The day will recognize the day Arbery was murdered as he ran through a Brunswick area neighborhood. The resolution encourages Georgians to participate in the Run with Maud movement of running 2.23 miles on February the 23rd.
Now to other state news. The GBI is investigating after a Coweta County deputy shot a man who drove a stolen truck on I-85. Investigators say just before 12:30 yesterday afternoon, the sheriff's office got a 911 call about a tractor-trailer truck that someone stole out of Forest Park. Deputies found the truck and tried to stop the driver, 56-year-old Bobby Ingram. He didn't stop, leading to a chase. The GBI says Ingram avoided spike strips and swerved several times toward people and law enforcement cars on the interstate. He eventually hit a deputy's truck. The GBI says as he continued driving, a deputy pulled up beside him and shot, hitting Ingram several times. The driver went to the hospital and should be okay. A proposal to prohibit social media platforms from removing or censoring content now heads to the full state Senate for more debate. It comes after a Senate committee advanced the measure yesterday. State Senator Greg Dalzell says the measure is needed to make sure that everyone can participate in a crucial means of free expression. But the technology industry says the proposal would unconstitutionally infringe on private companies' rights. Houston County will have a new county commission chairman next year. Yesterday, Tommy Stalnaker told the board he is stepping down this year as chairman and from his post 1 seat.
He served 12 years on the commission.
I'm not retiring. Only thing I'm doing is just not going to be the chairman of Houston County anymore after this year. But I will always be active in this community, working for this community and supporting this community.
Now, he may not be chairman, but I don't see him slowing down anytime soon. In his farewell letter, Stalnaker says he has served during unprecedented growth, helped develop the county's infrastructure, and the county's finances are stable and debt-free.
Definitely sending him all the best, Caitlin. I'm sure you've met him, and he will definitely give you a good laugh.
Yes, yes, he certainly will.
And also stepping down this year is Post 2 Commissioner Jay Walker. Houston County's voters will fill both seats in November. Time is now 6:38 a.m. for anybody who's going to be heading out today. I'm guessing today might be a better day if you want to go ahead and do some working out or something like that. Because like we were saying, it felt a little better this morning, but I didn't realize it was still in the 30s.
Yeah, I mean, some places upwards of 10 plus degrees warmer than this time yesterday. That makes a difference.
It does.
That's for sure. And at this point, I feel like with how cold we've been recently, any kind of warm up really makes a difference for us. And it is going to be very warm today after a stunning start. I mean, look at this. This sky cam has not failed all week long. It really has been wonderful. I've been very much enjoying the sunrise being during the morning show. You're looking live on top of the Fred Roberts building in Dublin. A beautiful morning, nothing but a looks like watercolor sky to start the day. 45 right now in the city of Dublin. So here's that warmer air that we're talking about. Yesterday morning, we started the day in the low 30s in a lot of spots and some upper 20s. So yes, in places like Dublin, you're upwards of 10, 12 degrees warmer than this time yesterday. Area-wide, we're generally in the upper 30s and low 40s. We're at 38 in Macon, 41 in Warner Robins, 47 in Unadilla, 42 in Cochrane, 40 in Forsyth, 42 in Milledgeville, and 41 in Butler. Yes, you're still going to need the jacket, but you're not going to need to spend the extra time to go out and defrost your windshield this morning. Always nice as you're getting ready to head out the door. As we go through the day today, only changes you're going to notice, maybe a few extra clouds around. We'll experience mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies for the day today. Temperatures are going to climb into the low 70s. This morning, the reason we're warmer is because we have wind coming out of the east. What's off to our east, we've been talking about this through the week, big influence, our Atlantic Ocean. That's going to pull in a warmer air mass, also some more moisture. So notice as we head towards 8 o'clock tonight, we'll introduce the chance for a few showers. So as we head into the evening, we'll have the chance for some light rain along with that increase in cloud cover. Tomorrow, we'll stay dry for the most part for the day, with wind now surging out of the south. We're going to be near 80 degrees tomorrow. It's going to be very warm. Some of us might even bump into the low 80s, and that's all going to be out ahead of our next weather system that will bring a trailing cold front our way. Today, the severe threat out towards the Texas area, Oklahoma, parts of Arkansas, and then all eyes for us will be on Thursday, more so Friday morning. Now, this can be a little confusing because, as you can see above me here, this says tomorrow's storm outlook. And what's tomorrow? Thursday. Well, technically the day 2 outlook from the Storm Prediction Center goes into very early Friday morning. So our threat, I think, is going to be between around 1 and 5 o'clock in the morning. So an overnight threat that makes it even more important to have ways to receive weather warnings. Now, our threats are going to be very heavy rain, damaging wind gusts upwards of 60 miles per hour and frequent lightning. So when you go to bed Thursday night through the overnight hours while you're sleeping, you might get woken up by rumbles of thunder and hearing some very gusty wind rushing outside of your window. But it doesn't look like we're going to have any kind of tornado threat. I do think that's going to stay well to our north, also to our west. We're still going to keep an eye on it. We have the wind shear factor. I don't think it's enough to overtake the fact that we won't have any fuel for storms, really. It's going to be just a gusty wind threat is what I'm thinking. Either way, between around 1 and 5. So by the time you head out the door for work on Friday, everything's going to be said and done. Second half of the day, cool, breezy. We'll have sunshine return. So as a whole, Friday won't be bad, but stay weather aware as you go to bed Thursday night, as we do have that overnight threat for an isolated strong to severe storm. We'll stay dry through the weekend, and then mid 70s and rain chances return as we head into next week.